one shot, 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 one shot.
Hey, it's me with a new Pikmin video. I never got to fight all the bosses on account of being too good, and I can't help but feel like Pikmin's not done until I have. So, while watching a speedrun, I learned how to one-shot bosses and thought I'd make a video on it where I show all the bosses and how to fight them, using what I've learned from speedruns and figured out on my own. So I've already started a new file. The only feasible way to one-shot bosses is by C-throwing, mashing A while bunching Pikmin up around you with the C-stick. This demonstrates that. The first boss, Armored Cannon Beetle. Throw Pikmin into its spout as it inhales and then attack its weak spot. Don't be too close or your Pikmin will bounce off, leaving you open for a boulder roll. It moves a lot, so it's important to throw a little, move a little, then throw a little more. Despite its weak spot being a literal barbecue furnace, you don't need red Pikmin to fight it. It's just more efficient since red are the strongest. The next boss, he's not really a boss, he's more of a pseudo-boss, Burrowing Snagrid. Normally a cause of frustration becomes a joke when fought correctly. Well, I guess, what is that? Look at that! 10-11, what? Who is on like the outskirts of existence that they are there and not there? Who is the Schrodinger's Pikmin? Be outside its range, wait for it to go underground, then C-stick rush, C-rush I like to call it, where it disappeared. It can rise up body first or head first being optimal. With Pikmin on it, it will twitch 4-ish times when you need to call your Pikmin, or they'll be thrown off. Rinse and repeat. I'll fight the fungus first, because he's a joke. Like, whether you want to beat him quickly or not, he will die fast because he's just that dumb and bad. Puffstool. C-rush it, it trips, C-throw it, it dies. And then mash. Well, not exactly like that. Hopefully I can still get him in time. Oh my gosh, that's not even good. That is bad. Wow. I messed up and wasted about half of its vulnerable time, didn't C-throw very well, and still one-shot it. It's an embarrassment to call this a boss. The spider boss, Beady Longlegs. Because its weak spot is mostly high up, it makes sense to bring yellows, but it does lower itself, putting it in range for all colors. First, disband your Pikmin and approach the arena solo. After Beady's jump scare, recall your Pikmin. Pikmin will die, so to minimize it, have your army grouped as tightly as possible, as close to the center of its legs, and wait for it to lower itself. As soon as it does, C-throw mash for the one-shot kill. And if done right... one-shot, there we go. And that's how you defeat Beady Longlegs. You gotta be a little bit careful and cautious, you gotta play a little bit of hard to get, ahaha. I think somebody might be here, or maybe it's day 8, I don't remember. The optional bosses, Gulix and Mamuta, both appear at the impact site but only on certain days. Mamuta appears only on even numbered days starting day 8, and Gulix appears on the odd numbered days starting day 9. They do not appear at the same time, only the same location. I don't know how to fight the guy because in a speedrun, you don't waste time on optional bosses. First is Mamuta, the animated torso. Otherwise harmless, just C-rush him for a fast one-shot. My current idea will be probably to C-stick charge him. I mean, he's actually harmless, which is funny. That's... Oh, he's good for your Pikmin, just by the way. When he pounds you in the ground, your Pikmin get flowered. How is this a boss? Harmless insta-flowers your Pikmin? He doesn't even give much to your numbers, only 15. Now, I don't know the strategy for this guy, but I do know you can throw Pikmin on his little thing. Gulix, a water boss. Let me repeat that, a water boss. Oh, it is water, okay. It's weird that the guy with very obvious, like, fire on him doesn't require red Pikmin, but then they're like, actually, you know what, maybe it should be an elemental thing, so do I throw it on that, or do I throw it on the big thing? What does more damage? Oh, is that it? It's not taking damage. Yeah, right there. Oh, okay. I had to figure out how to fight this on the fly, so this is what I came up with. Throw Pikmin on its walnut brain after it stretched itself out. I originally thought the further it stretched itself, the more damage dealt, but you can do big damage even when it's only half its full reach. And now he's getting hit. Big damage. See how he claps back like that? There you go. And that's how you defeat him. There is an alternative, simpler method, but takes significantly longer to get its health down. You just C-rush your blue Pikmin. This is a full loadout of 100 blue Pikmin. Also, holding down on the D-pad makes itsallme do this, which makes him invincible for some reason. Oh wow, so much time passed, I got a new subscriber. Is that you? No. Do you want to be? Only Smoky Prog is left, and I don't actually know how to fight the guy, so I'm gonna have to play it by ear. Another optional boss I didn't have a strategy for. Smoky Prog can only appear in the distant spring on or before day 15 and only once per playthrough. I first killed this puffy blowhog because it can get in the way, but it's also like a pseudo boss. Just wait for it to blow, run under, then C-throw. Once it drops, C-rush. This one didn't go so well, but this one did. The first step to the prog is waking it up. You can really just hang around it as itsallme, whack it a little and it'll hatch. In my playthrough, I went all in and killed the prog before the egg even hatched. Don't do what I did. I don't really get his deal with the onions, he just kinda circles around them for a while. Like, he has no interest in me at all. Smoky Prog doesn't hurt itsallme and has no interest in him either. He'll hang around the onions where he does this one move and nothing else. Only the allure of a Pikmin will make him leave his post. So, that looks like a vulnerable face. Yeah, he's just standing there. How long do you want to... Oh, okay. You like? There we go. Okay, guess you know like. How do I fight him? I mean, I know how, you just mash. Why is this guy so bored by him? Smoky Prog doesn't actively attack Pikmin, they just have their soul erased if he walks over them. So just keep away from his musk and no one dies. Well, that's about as much as I can manage. I've not fought this guy, I don't have any strategies, but it looks like he'll obsess over the onion, so if you leave, then you can come back and try to get something. I didn't like how poorly this fight went, so I tried again later. Here's what I came up with. Wait for the prog to do its roaring ring attack, then go right under his chin and C-throw. C-rushing doesn't work because its hitbox is off the ground and its Black Death is right there. C-thrown Pikmin, if done fast enough, will make the prog cycle into shaking Pikmin off and lock it in place. You never have to stop mashing because once Pikmin are shaken off, they return to your party and can be thrown again. The gold pearl that drops gives 100 Pikmin. I let itsallme get taken into an onion for fireworks because I didn't lose a single Pikmin. Not a one. Now I can fight Bulblax. Final boss, Emperor Bulblax. Once you know what to do, he's one of the easier bosses in the game. The speedrun route doesn't require more than 15 yellow Pikmin, so I took exactly that many and the rest in reds. All yellows got bomb rocks and hopefully you've got enough flowers. If done right, Bulblax can also be one-shot. I prepped by separating reds and yellows outside the arena. After waking him up, get your yellows ready, wait for him to turn his back to you. Toss your yellows in one spot and wait for Bulblax. Once his mouth is open, call back your yellows, get your reds, and C-throw him. That's it. Do not C-rush him, it doesn't work, and make sure your mash is on point. Sometimes it looks like you barely made it, but that's still a one-shot. I've never done this before, so let's see what happens. I'm curious. That's max, so... Hey, I did it. Yay. Last time I took a whole day and a bit. I didn't even lose a Pikmin. Carry me. I'm tired. That is all the bosses. And that is the video for today. So if you like the video, subscribe, leave a comment, turn the bell on, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Is that mom? Hi, mom.
Yes.
No, it's fine. What's up? Yeah, it's fine. What's up?
You should put one note to your son because we don't know.
What do you want?